Okay, so rocking side to side. Hopefully it works this time here. And you've probably already been rocking for a while, so go ahead. You can hug your right knee into your chest. Left leg will kick out straight. And nice and easy, we're just going to go side to side. So try to make sure you're thinking of bracing that core. So, right, we're pushing our lower back down. You want to make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And again, you don't have to go fast on this. If it feels better to you to move slow, that's okay. That's no big deal. So we're going to go about one more to each leg. And then you're going to have one leg up. Doesn't matter which one. Grab behind the hamstring or calf. And we're going to alternate there. So try to think of that core staying tight, right? Try to stretch out those hamstrings. We are doing a few bridges today, so we're kind of doing it all today. Arms, abs, and legs, right? And I chose to say legs, not the other A, right? Because it could be arms, abs, and I'll let you figure that out. So you're going to go one more to each side. Then we're going to bend our knees, and we're going to do some bridges. So you're going to start with your hands down by your hips. As you press up into a bridge, you're going to bring your arms up straight and then back down, right? So we are doing arms today, so we've got to get them warmed up. Make sure you're still squeezing those glutes as you press up, right? And it's not going to be too crazy stuff today. Actually, it is a little crazy. It's going to be weird stuff today. Lots of new exercises today, so we'll have to see if we like them or not, right? You don't know until you try them, and then you're like, oh, that exercise was awesome. I'm going to do it every single week now. Right? So on this next motion, we're going to press up, we're going to stay in our bridge, and we're going to do those alternating arms. So really just trying to have nice, long, stretched out arms, get those shoulders warmed up, right? You want those shoulders grooving. You don't want your shoulders mad at you. That's just not good, okay? So we're going to go about one more each way, then you're going to go the wides. So you're coming wide and back, kind of like if you were doing a chest fly. We're warming up those pecs, which will also help warm up those shoulders, of course. Okay, we got 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Then we're going to relax those hips down, and we're going to bring our legs into tabletop. Okay, so we're going right for tabletop here. Make sure that you're drawing that core and you're pushing your lower back down. We're going to inhale in, exhale, kick both legs up straight, point our toes to the ceiling. Nice, easy inhale. Coming right back down, right? So we're kicking up, pointing our toes, coming back. If you want to have one foot down, of course you can, right? But we will be doing some fun core bracing moves today, okay? So whenever you do core bracing, if it ever hurts your back, you either want to do smaller motions, or you could always put one foot down, right? If you put one foot down, it automatically helps protect that back a little bit more if your core isn't quite ready for both legs. And there's nothing wrong with putting one foot down, because guess what? It still hurts. Okay, we're going to do 2 more here. Here's 1, and here is 2. Then we're going to relax our legs down, and we're going to do a single leg bridge. So we're going to cross our right foot over to our left knee, and we're going to press up and down there, right? So just your normal bridge here, right? And again, same thing with single leg bridges. If you feel like you're not ready for that, you can keep both feet down. Nobody's going to yell at you. I won't yell at you. Right? I might say something under my breath. No, I won't do that either. But I might. But I probably would. No, I won't. You got 2 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. And then we're going to switch those legs. Right leg's down, left leg is over. And we're pressing up and down, right? So making sure that you're getting your hips up as high as you can. And you're doing the full range of motion of coming all the way back down. Right? Of course you are. Okay, and just nice and controlled. We're going to do 5 more here. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here is 5. So keeping our hips down. Both feet are down. We're going to go into a slow and controlled crunch. So keeping our elbows wide, we're going to inhale in. Exhale, lift up, push that back down. Nice and easy back. So just a nice and controlled crunch. We're going to be adding to this move as we go. So we're doing a progressive ab move here. Okay, so most of it shouldn't need modified. The only thing that you might need to modify is if your neck was hurting. But try to let your head relax into those hands. Okay, and then as you're crunching, now what we're going to do, you're going to march one leg towards you and then back. So you are alternating You're taking your time. You're acting like you're going to touch your knee to your nose, right? But don't give yourself a bloody nose. Unless you want to make Pilates look like a really hardcore workout. Be like, look, I got a bloody nose today. Okay, nice and controlled. Every time you're crunching, that back should be pushing down to the ground. You should feel those abs waking up. Okay, and then on our next one, we're going to turn it into our bicycle. So you'll go opposite elbow, opposite knee, and back. So if you can, try to stay up off those shoulder blades and go side to side, right? Elbows and knees don't have to touch. If they do, cool, you get a sticker for the day, right? I'll mail it to you. I'll sanitize it first too. Haha, you got about 10 seconds here, just nice and controlled. It's not fast, right? It should feel kind of good, maybe even. We're gonna go 4 more. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. And then you're gonna relax on down, right? And we're gonna bring our feet and knees all the way together. We're gonna do another bridge to help us warm up today. Okay, so as you have your feet and knees together, squeeze your knees together as much as you can. We're gonna bridge up and down, right? You wanna act like there's magnets on your knees and they're just holding tight, right? Yes. So just nice and controlled. Keep on squeezing your legs together, right? It's not gonna feel like you're going up as high, but that's okay. It's harder, you know. No one's gonna measure your bridge. I won't. I don't care that much. Okay, you got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here is 5. And you're gonna relax. Okay, so we're gonna get started. So we got 3 sets. We are gonna start with our large muscle groups. So that means we're gonna start with our legs. So for this first move, you're gonna have 1 dumbbell and it's gonna go underneath your right foot, right? So you're gonna have an unstable bridge. We're gonna do a single leg bridge. So your weight is just right underneath your right foot. You would put like the arch of your foot or heel of your foot normally where your hand is, okay? So then from there, you can either have your left leg crossed over, it can be up, and you're gonna do a single leg bridge pressing up and back, right? So the reason we're on our weight is because it's gonna isolate that hamstring and it's gonna make you feel a little more unstable. And that's what we want, right? I don't want you to feel too relaxed. So nice and easy, we are just pressing up and back, right? Try to keep that left leg straight if you can. Remember, if you need it crossed over, that's okay. It's still gonna work that same muscle group. And if you were modifying, you can even have 1 foot down and still have it underneath your right foot. Okay, so there's lots of ways that you can do this move. Okay, we got about 15 seconds, and then we're gonna switch sides. Okay, you're doing a great job. Pressing up and down, nice and controlled. We're gonna do 5 more. Here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we've got that weight. It's gonna be underneath the left foot. Okay, and we'll do that same thing. Right leg is either up, woo, that hamstring's tight, or it's crossed over. Go for it. So you're pressing up and back, right? So if you don't feel this in your hamstring, you could try to point your toes more up towards the ceiling, but you should really feel it isolate and kind of bite at the back of your leg, right? Your hamstring should be barking, right? If they were a dog, they'd be barking, okay? Nice and controlled. Use that exhale. You can let your hips come down every single time, right? Try to do what you can. Okay, keep on pressing through. Modify it if you need to. We got about 10 seconds to go, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, and we're going to do 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you're going to relax. We're going to be going to our hands and our knees with our 1 dumbbell. So for this, you're going to put your dumbbell behind your left knee, right? So we're adding a little weight. If this doesn't feel good to the back of your knee, you don't have to use a weight, but if you can, it makes it a little bit spicier. So what we're going to be doing, you want to point your toe to the ceiling. We're going to be raising and lowering. Okay, ready? And go. So make sure that head's not hanging down. Point your toe to the ceiling. You've got to squeeze that weight, because if you don't, we can all imagine what happens. Okay, nice and controlled, right? You don't have to go fast. We will be adding to this. And again, if the weight, if it hurts your knee to hold it there, don't use it, right? No big deal. It'll still burn, right? Your legs still weigh something. This just adds a little extra spice. Okay, so now you're gonna bring that leg up as high as you can, and you're gonna do a slow and controlled pulse. Okay, so it's a half motion. It's not fast. It's like up, up, right? That's my pace. Up, up. So stay tall, cores engaged. Keep breathing. You're going up, 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 up. You got 15 seconds. You're doing a great job. Keep breathing. Try not to let that left knee come down too far. Right? I told you, those legs, they'll get you. You got 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we are going to switch our legs. Okay? So it's going to be behind that right knee. Right? Same thing. We're on those hands. You could go to your elbows if you need. Point your toes to the ceiling. We're going up and down. So you're trying to go more full range of motion. Every time your leg goes up, try to have your knee even with your hip. You want a nice straight line. Okay, act like you're going to touch your toe to the ceiling. Okay, try to watch that posture. Right, and since we're going slow, you can kind of think of all the different moving parts of this exercise, right? Looks like it should be simple, but if you're actually focused on the form, it's pretty complex. Okay, you're doing a great job. So now you're gonna bring that leg up nice and high, and we pulse, right? So keep on reaching up, right? It's that half motion, doesn't have to be fast, right? My pace is up, up. That's my pace, up, up. Okay, so you should feel that left glute barking at you now. Oh yeah, it's holding you up. It's like, this is nasty, nasty stuff. Okay, head's not hanging down. Watch that head, because as you get tired, you're gonna want to sink it down. Don't do it. Nobody wants to have a sinky head. Okay, we're almost there. Whew. Breathe in. You got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. So now we're going back to our back. And we don't need to wait for this move, but we are doing a bridge. So what you're going to do, you're going to have your right leg in tabletop. Your left leg is going to be down, and you want to have your hands behind your head. So you're going to bridge up. Your hips will come down. Then you're going to kick your right leg up, left leg out. You'll crunch, and then come back. Okay, so I'll show you a few. You'll bridge. You'll crunch. Your right leg kicks up, left leg kicks out. You come back. Bridge, crunch, and kick, right? So on this, if you need to modify, you could still do that bridge. Just kick your right leg up straight as you crunch, right? So go ahead and get started. Since this move has 2 parts to it, you really want to take your time and focus. You've got your bridge. Then you want to stretch those legs out, crunch, press that back down. Bridge, stretch and crunch, right? Bridge, stretch and crunch, right? So this is a full body move. That's why it's not easy, right? So if you're thinking like, man, she's lost her mind today. I haven't. Nah, you guys are just so advanced. I got to keep it fresh for you, right? We're over the days of all triceps. Okay, you got about 30 seconds here. I almost forgot what motion I was on. You're about to see me combine both of them. Okay, nice and controlled. Really focus on stretching out your legs every time they're going up, right? Nice long legs. Point them, squeeze them, make them shake. If your legs are shaking at the end of the workout, that's good. That means business. Okay, you're almost there. We're going to go 2 more. So here's 1. Coming back. Here is 2. Okay, relax. So now our right leg gets to stay down for the bridge. Left leg is in tabletop. Okay, so we're going to press up into our bridge. Hips come down. Our left leg kicks up, right leg kicks out as you crunch, and then back, right? Press, crunch, and kick. So your legs are basically making like a right angle, right? Or like an L shape. Okay, nice and controlled. Stretch out those legs. Crunch, push that back down. Right, lots to think about. That's why you get to do it for a minute, so you can get really good at doing this. Right, and I think I'm moving across my mat. I might be off the screen in a second. Okay, the good news is we're halfway there, right? And this is our last leg-ish exercise of the day, right? So obviously there are other moves in here besides just legs. So that should give you an idea of what we got left, right? Arms and abs, but of course we'll use our legs. Okay, nice and controlled. Keep on moving. Try to stretch those legs as much as you can. Get a big full range of motion bridge. Right, we're almost there. You got 2 more. So here's 1. Here's 2. And relax. All right. So we are going to be in the tripod position to start off with our first couple moves. So this is where you want your one light dumbbell. So I'm using a 5. I would not go over a 5 unless you've got invincible shoulders. Maybe you do. So what you're going to do, we're going to start with our left hand is going to have the weight, okay? Our right leg is going to be out. So you want to start with your left hand by your shoulder. You're going to punch out, lift your right leg, and come back. So you're punching with your left arm, lifting your right leg. Are you ready? Of course you are. Go for it. So you're going to punch and lift, come back. Punch and lift, come back. So I want that right leg nice and straight. You're going for that full range of motion, and that's going to zing right through your core. Okay, nice and controlled. Keep breathing. Trying to stretch out every single time. Lift that right leg up nice and strong. Okay, head's not hanging down. Remember, if your weight feels like too much, just go without a weight. Okay, we got 2 more. Here's 1. Right, here is 2. Okay, so now we're going to switch. We got right arm, left leg. So our right arm will punch, left leg will lift, right? Starting at your shoulder. Punch and lift, and back. Punch and lift, and back. Punch and lift, and back. Okay, keep breathing through that movement. My right arm likes this a heck of a lot more than my left arm did, right? So we could do this side for 2 minutes maybe. No, I'm just kidding, okay? Try and go full range of motion. Point that toe, lift up, use that core. You're doing great. Keep on breathing. We got 2 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Okay, coming back. So now your left arm is going to have the weight. This time you're going to have your elbow is going to be bent. Okay, you're going to be right here. Our right leg is up, and you're going to be pressing kind of up and pulsing with each. So you're kind of pressing your weight here like this as your leg does that same pulsing motion. Ready? I'll show you. Go for it. So you're here, right? Your weight is pointed up, your toe is pointed up, and you're pulsing, right? So remember, this is going to whomp on that shoulder. Less weight is fine or no weight at all. Keep the core tight. Keep breathing. Try to keep working through that small motion. Control that body. It's tough. I know. Okay? You're almost there though. Keep on breathing through it. 3 more. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, switching our weight. So right arm has that weight. Left leg is bent up. And you're kind of doing like it's like a fist pump for your arm and leg, right? Your arm and leg are like, this is awesome. This is the best thing we've ever done. This is so cool. 15 seconds. Keeping that core tight. You should feel your core as you're doing all of these moves, right? Your core is getting worked like crazy, whether you know it or not, it is. Okay, that's what Pilates is. Lots of movements, working that core. 3, 2, 1, and relax, okay? So for our next move here, I'm gonna show you 2 ways that you can set up for it, okay? Option number 1 is you would be up high in your elbow, your hip would stay down, and you're gonna have your arm up. You're gonna do a tricep kick, or a tricep with your arm, kick your leg up, and then extend, okay? If you wanna make it harder, yeah, you know it. You're up off that hip, you'll do the same thing. You'll kick and then back. Okay, so keep that hip down if you need to. Just stay up tall on that left shoulder. Ready? Let me get my watch ready. You don't want me to count. Go for it. Okay, so we're up, right? As that weight comes down, your leg kicks up and back, right? Up and back. Point the toe. Keep the core tight. Elbow points to the ceiling when that weight comes down. Nice and controlled. Right? Breathe with the movement, right? I told you lots of new moves today. So your body's going to be like, what the heck is this? But your body will also like it. New exercises are always good. 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And relax. Okay, just like that. We're done with that. We're going to our other side. Okay, so same setup. If you want to be down on that hip, that's fine. If you can be up, perfect. Okay. So remember, you lift, tricep, and back. Lift and tricep, and back. Right? And it's a cool move. If you think about it, you're going to be like, this is the coolest thing I think I've done all day. And I get it. I think so too. Right? It's almost as cool as drinking coffee, but not really. Right? Okay, nice and controlled. Elbow points to that ceiling. Point that toe. Lift that leg as high as you can. 3 more. There's 1. Here's 2. 1 more. 3. And relax. All right. So now we're on our abs portion. So you're going to have 1 weight. My mat has moved all the way to the wall here. Let me scoot it out. So you're going to have 1 weight. You're going to be on your back. And we're going to build into this first move. Okay, so you're going to have your knees bent. Your core is nice and tight. Holding your weight on each end. You're going to let your arms come back, straight back, and pull back up. Okay, so as your arms go back, it's hard to keep that core tight and press to the back, or the back to the mat, but try not to let your core bracing break, okay? So we're gonna add a roll up to this in just a little bit. Okay, just nice and controlled, okay? Control that weight, right? Go full range of motion, right? We want that full range of motion. So that means you get to go slow, right? Focus on that core as you come back. Focus on that core when you come in. Don't just do this move and let your stomach just sit there, right? Focus on that core bracing. Okay, you're doing a great job. We're gonna do 2 more here. Here's 1. Okay, on this next move, we're gonna add a roll up. You're gonna come back, slowly roll up tall, and then slowly come down, weight comes back. Okay, so on the roll up, if your knees are bent, it is harder, right? Again, if the weight feels like too much adding, you don't have to use it, but you want to go up slow and control, sit up tall, slowly come back down and repeat that move. So straight arm, brace that core. The weight rolls up, you slowly roll up like you're connected to that weight. You slowly roll back down. Okay, weight comes back, weight's coming up, we slowly follow that weight and roll up tall, tall, tall. We slowly come back and control. So when you slowly come back, that means you're not flopping down with your weight. If you hear yourself hit your mat, you are landing too hard, right? Plus that high doesn't feel good. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. Okay, here's 1. I think I could do this move all day compared to those other ones, right? Coming back, here's my second one, right? And if you're not keeping up with my speed, that's okay, right? But don't go faster than me. Heck no, right? Here's my last one. And we're coming back and relax. Okay, so still using our 1 dumbbell. So what you're gonna do here, you have 2 options. So option number 1 is you gotta have both legs bent, okay? And you're gonna have your weight starting back. You'll kick your legs out. Your weight legs will come in. You reach your weight. You're trying to get it as far past your shins as you can. And then you go back, okay? If you modify, just do 1 foot at a time. Do that same thing. Add that crunch and tuck. So the most important part on this is pulling those knees in as much as you can and getting that weight past your shin or shins as much as you can. Okay, so it's a slow, controlled move. You're trying to get as big a range of motion as you can. Ready? And go. So that weight comes back. Your legs kick out. You're going to crunch, lift as high as you can. Bring that weight up to those ankles if you can. And then come back, right? Take your time. Lift with your core. Really tuck those knees in tight. If you're modifying, same thing, just have a foot down and really tuck that knee in tight. It's still gonna work your body. To me, it feels like I'm working my core the exact same way, okay? If you add your legs, it just is a little bit harder to core brace, right? And that's always good. Okay, we got 30 seconds left in this move. Okay, nice and control, right? We're going slow. You want that full range of motion. Tuck those knees in tight, squeeze. Slowly peel apart, okay? Tuck those knees in tight, squeeze. Slowly peel apart and kick, okay? Nice and controlled. And it's a lot meaner than it looks. Looks pretty simple, but it's not, right? Okay, we're almost there. Take your time. Do 2 more. Here is 1. Next one, last 1, 2, and relax. We've got 1 final move of the day, and it is gonna be fun. That's what I'll call it. So what you're gonna do, we've got our normal core bracing legs, and you're gonna take your weight It's going to go between your knees. Don't put it right on your knee bone. Put it kind of like on the soft part of your knee, almost to your inner thigh. And guess what? We got to squeeze our weight with our legs. Uh-oh. Okay, and if you can, you're going to be up in a crunch this whole time. Our back stays down. You're going to let those legs come down. Let those legs come up, but don't come too close to you, because if you do, weight will fall, okay? If you modify, you could do it without a weight, or you could do one leg at a time, right? The weight just adds a little bit extra fun. Are we ready? And go. So slow and controlled. You have to squeeze the weight. If you don't squeeze that weight, guess what? It falls. Okay, keep your back down. Slow and controlled, right? I'm not going fast. My range of motion isn't huge because I've got to be able to control this, okay? So if your feet are touching the floor with a weight, I don't know, you might be a superhuman. Okay, squeeze that weight. If you feel this in your hip flexors, that's okay. You have extra weight added to your body. Okay, nice and controlled. We're halfway there. We have 30 seconds. Try to go as big a range of motion as you can. We're holding that crunch to help you keep your back down. Okay, keep on breathing. Remember, put the weight away if you need to. You don't have to use the weight, but if you can, it's an extra add, right? So we're kind of just advancing this if you're ready for it, okay? And you guys do the videos pretty regularly, so you're probably ready for it. Okay, small motions are fine, right? We got 5 seconds. Okay, we got 3, 2, you can do one more good one here. Coming down and up and relax. Well, there you go. That was all kinds of fun today.